This has my rhubarb rubbed over here. I'm going to take it to Facebook. I'm not going to take it to Facebook. Let's see. There. Okay. Over in Joe Cronin's Mint Errors Explained. Wait a minute. Let me find this. There. Screen. Let's see. Yeah, it's a group on Facebook. Joe Cronin's pretty good fella here. Yeah, we can see this. Um, Steve Mills posts this one. He's one of the admins. Here's an interesting sale on eBay that occurred on 4/8/20. This is yesterday. It's a 1969 S with strong machine doubling and sold for $354. What? Let's look at the darn thing, huh? There it is. This is MD. This is one of the axioms I write up over on the blog over here. What is it? Number 7, 8. Let's see, 9. Anytime you have doubling on the date, and it's the same as a doubling in the mint markets, MD every time. Okay, let's find that coin again. I done lost it. I got too much stuff open. All right, we'll just scroll through until we find it. There's the sale right there. This is the coin. That's MD, 100%. There's no relief. It's flat. The devices are thinner. Right, the devices were in existence and then were smashed again, but without enough force to completely strike the coin a second time. This is machine doubling. This is what it looks like. It's junk. This has no premium. You can probably find examples of this in every roll. If you have a pocket full of change, there's a very good chance you'll have an example of MD in your pocket change right now, and that's if you got, 6 coins in there. There it is, $376 was the selling price. 54 bids. Honestly, there can't be that many ignorant people out there. Let's look at this bidding history. What do we got? 803, 717, 803, 803, 2040. That's three buyers. There's 4. Okay, there's 5. There's 6. A lot of these people dropped out early. 7 different people bid on this, and they just bid and bid and bid. Now, a lot of these bids are automatic. They're computer-generated bids, and the computer will just bump the price up until it reaches the next bid. Oh, Jesus, $376. This is a crime. That's nothing short of dishonest criminal behavior. Hoodlums. Let's go back and look at that. There it is. There's the original listing. Tropical Bats 4 is the seller from Falls Church, Virginia. Yeah. Ta-da! No good. This is overpriced by $375.99. It's not even worth shipping. Now, AU, no good. It's a standard common date circulated memorial scent that is otherwise unremarkable. It has no premium on that. Now, to the credits of the seller, he did list it as strong machine doubled date, MD, right there. So now we got these people that are buying it. Even when it's listed as strong machine doubled date, they're still bidding the hell out of it. People, really, if you don't know what you're buying, let me set my screen up again, because I'm going to bitch. There. If you don't know what you're buying or the value of what you're buying, you're throwing your money away. Every time. Seriously, you're buying machine double coins for $376. Look at the other items, says SJ. What could you have for $376? You could have a proof Indian scent. Now, I'll get over to the other. Remind me, SJ. I'm going to get over and take a look at what else this guy has, because I'm sure he's a sleazeball. Selling that crap. But I want to get into the post over here on Joe Cronin. We got one guy in here who's supporting the idea. Yeah. Joe Mounts is saying one recently sold for $1,000 if memory serves right. $1,100. No, that's no good. People are throwing their money away thinking it's some sort of valuable thing. And I got into it with this guy, and I just had it with him. What the hell is this? I keep saying it. If you don't know what you're buying, don't buy it. It's not hard to figure out. Why are you investing in something if you don't know everything there's to know about it? Okay, well, this guy says, hey, it's an opinion on value. Well, it's a flawed opinion. It's a bad opinion. It's a stupid opinion. Where does value come from? It does not come from a single sale or a sensationalized, promoted sale. It comes from a track record of excellence. It comes from a long history of being accepted as valuable by the community, by the hobby. Value is attained by the sold auctions realized, he says. No, that's one idiot buying a coin at an excessive price does not set the market. Okay, I told him keep on drinking the Kool-Aid. Value is determined by a long established track record of successful sales, peer review, and collector interest. Sensationalizing a single data point and attempting to profiteer on the uneducated with a transaction on a worthless coin is beyond reproach. Anyone who supports the notion is a two-bit thug. You know, Chris has got into it with him, and he's just going with this guy. Who is he? I don't know. He's trying to support the idea that, hey, man, it's worth whatever the collector wants to pay for it. Looks like he's a carpenter. Looks like he does pretty good work, too. I'll give him that. That's a handsome piece. But you might want to stick with hardware and stuff because his coin input is flawed. Yeah, you want a coin that's got some value. It's got a track record going back perhaps decades, right? They got some modern coins out there that have some more value, but that series goes back decades with a proven track record. That's the value. The value is in a long history, a long trend. Well, you have these people out there saying, MD's worth something. It's worth good money. And they're hustling it. And people are believing it because they're not informed. Oh, it's killing me, man. It's killing me. Look, I got a coin class out there about MD. There's a whole bunch of coin classes. I recently had one viewer who watches all the time who never heard of coin class. Okay, get into my page and click on playlists and go watch all the coin classes. Really, I try my best to educate people so that they don't go throwing away $376 on a coin that's worth no more than face value, a penny. Oh, it's killing me, I tell you. Where's that bullshit alarm? Here we go. There, right there.
Warning, bullshit alert.
I'm going to wear the battery out on this thing today. Let me tell you. Okay, let's see what else this guy has here. Let's find that eBay sale. Okay, there it is. There's the coin that just pissed me off. Here we go. So let's see what else this guy has. Tropical Bats is his name. All right, well, look, there's good money in swindling people. I don't know how he sleeps at night. There must be a minimum level of ethics involved in the hobby. eBay doesn't care. eBay is not the hobby. eBay is a sales and auction platform. They have an interest in moving product. They don't care what it is. I guess you can't sell drugs on the darn thing. What do you got here? Let's see, a wheat bag. Oh, let's go. Let's see. Look at the time ending soonest. Here we go. What do you got? A 1945 Lincoln wheat roll lot, about 300 coins. Just getting started. A bunch of wheats. I'm sure they've been inspected thoroughly. They're sorted by date and mint mark. Yeah, about 1,000 coins. Well, count them. What do you got? Some Jefferson nickels. Last of the nickels with some good ones. This is just moving volume. This guy's profiteering off of people's ignorance. Seriously, at a time like this, ripping somebody for $350 is criminal. What do you got here? Party Barn. Scalloped salad plates. I'm sure those are handsome. Yeah. Well, he just took somebody for $350, and I'm sure he didn't care because he's laughing his ass all the way to the bank. What do you got? Some OBW rolls, 2001 to 2014. Mixed dates, lots of D's. $53. Well, that's just barely over face. It'll cost him more for PayPal fees. He'll lose money on this one right now if that doesn't go up. $10 shipping. Yeah, this is a loss right now. Yeah, what you got here? Just a bunch of modern rolls. Okay, some 2009s. He's hoping that goes into the stratosphere. I've seen rolls, BU rolls, selling for exorbitant amounts, and honestly, I gotta question the buyers. What are you doing, spending 30, 40, $50 on brilliant uncircular rolls of memorial cents? Seriously, over in the Facebook, let's find that. Where is that? Where is that? The YouTuber community, coin community group on Facebook. I put up a price list. I took right off of the, here it is, right out of the numismatic news, and it will give you fair market values for these rolls. Seriously, when do they start to hit double digits? You know, the wheat pennies, maybe. Some of those get into the 10, 11, 12 bucks. 55S, 27.50. I used to pay $4 for those, right? 60s, they're good for, let's say, $1.60, $1.60, 285. Small dates are worth a bit more. You get into triple digits on that one, sure. 61, 62. These are, you know, $2 a piece. $2, $2. Sometimes they're a little more. What's this one? 70S small date. Okay, 1971. Well, you got some neat stuff going on in 71. And they tend to draw a bit more. You can get them a whole lot better than this price, but $3, $4, $5, there's nothing wrong with that. What's the other side over here? One fellow was asking, well, how come the 1986 is so darn much? Well, they hunt those looking for the top grades. They're looking for MS68s. And one submission, you can make some good money. And they want to pay a premium. And a lot have been searched. There aren't that many. What's that quarter? One of the quarters over here. There, 1986 quarters. Those rolls are going for $85. The 86D quarters are going for a couple of $100. Take a look at 2009s. Let's see, 2009 nickels, they're going for $23 a roll, 50 cents a coin. A lot of those have been hoarded. But this is just another example of people taking advantage of other people who are misinformed, underinformed, or for some reason want to support the notion that these coins have a lot more value than anybody else acknowledges. There, I said it. Look, if you don't know what you're paying for, don't buy it. You're going to spend $350 on a coin with MD because of the MD. There's nothing else going on in the coin except for the machine doubling. No, it does not have value. Now, if you think it does, hey man, go ahead and waste your money. But I would challenge you to sell that very same coin and get 1% of your investment back. Yeah. Archaeology says about a 17 Merc dime with toning and VF for $8. That's probably about right. A 1917 in VF. Look, I'm going to take you over to Numis Media. Here's the screen, and we'll come up here. Numis Media is coinprices.org. Okay, let me put that link over here in chat. Let's see. There's the copy, and I lost the chat. I may have destroyed the link here. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, I just totally frigged that up. Wait one moment here. I get all excited. I stop paying attention. There, I'm back. Okay, let me click on that. There's the link to Numis Media. There it is. Okay, what'd you have? A 1917 dime. Right in here, Mercury dimes. 1917. Here's the entire price list. But these are updated quite regularly, far more accurate than, say, the Red Book. 1917. There it is. In VF. What'd the fella say there? Let's see. Okay, about a 17 Merc dime with toning in VF Plus for $8. See, I'm of the idea that toning doesn't necessarily add a whole lot of value to the coin, unless the coin's in superior condition and the toning is especially vibrant. But I don't go after toning. 1917 in VF would probably be good for about $5. Did you get a great deal? Well, is the toning worth it to you? That's up to you, man. I'd say no. I would say you paid too much for that coin. It doesn't do it for me. Huh. Sorry. I hate to break it to you. People want to hear that the coin they bought was a really good price. I got a great deal on this coin. I only paid $350 for it. Sorry, you got snookered. That's the last thing they want to hear. And they don't want to listen to the notion that they're wrong. How do you tell people that they're making mistakes and convince them that they really are? All we can do is just keep putting out the best information we can. Try to educate these people, bring them into the fold of numismatics, and get away from the games of chance, the swindlers, the hustlers, the carpetbaggers, the people selling junk for excessive prices. Huh. I love toning. Man, if that's your thing, go for it. A lot of people like those woodies, and I fall into that camp, but I don't tend to buy for too much over, uh, market price for a straight coin. Oh, geez. You got to watch out for the problem coins, the coins that have nicks, bumps, scratches that have been cleaned. They got holes in them. Maybe somebody stamped some letters into it, counter stamps. Um, a lot of this stuff will reduce the value of a coin, not make it famous. And the idea that you can take, hey, this coin sold for 350 bucks, therefore all of them are worth 350 bucks is nonsense. MD brings no premium to a coin. It adds no additional value. If you would like to buy some MD coins that you think are worth hundreds, dude, I'll start gathering them up and I'll charge you like 10 cents a piece. And I'll make a fortune that way. Good Lord. Found a 1940 wheat cent wood grain. Outstanding. Yep, that's not a variety. That's a planchet flaw, planchet error. So every wheat with wood grain is unique. Yeah. Laminations, cuds. There's nothing wrong with that stuff. Those tend to draw a premium, but there is a track record on cuds. There is a track record for laminations. There is a track record for errors, right? There is no established track record for MD other than it being without value. Stop doing this, folks. If you don't know what you're doing, take a break, because you're just taking your cash and throwing it out the window and getting nothing in return. You'll never recover that investment. It's not going to be a coin that should fill you with pride, because you can find it in your pocket change, probably in better condition than that one you spent 350 bucks for. Seriously, there's a method to the madness. You want to find some machine doubling coins, go through pocket change first. You can get them for, face value. And then decide later, is this the kind of thing I would like to spend, a car payment on? Yeah, the seller got a premium, but does that make the seller right? Let's look at ethics and values as being an important part of the hobby. If you are preying on people's ignorance, I would say you have no ethics. If you are supporting the idea that these valueless coins are worth good money because there is one instance, I'm gonna call bullshit on that. No, get out of there, folks. If you don't know what you're buying, don't buy it. Dave's not here, man. There we go. I said it. Look, I get really excited about this sort of thing because I see it all the time. You want to buy some land in Florida? I got some land in Florida. And it's not in the swamp. There's land next door for sale. I wouldn't buy that. It's got issues. There's land across the street for sale. 77 acres. I'd consider that. Yeah. Oh, gosh. It breaks my heart to see people taking advantage of uninformed buyers and swindling their neighbors, in effect. What was the starting bid? Let's see, where'd the sale item go? Let's find that. Scope, screen. There's the screen. Dum-da-dum. There's the starting bid right down here. Apparently 99 cents. Look, a 99-cent starting price doesn't mean the coin is any more valuable. That's just part of the swindle, is all it is. Yeah, we'll give you the price of 99 cents at the start, and then pray that shillers and bumpkins get involved. I suspect that some of this was shilling. Seriously, you can bump it up and pick up, $5 for the coin, maybe $10 for the coin. And part of the reason for doing this is the algorithm YouTube or eBay uses. Once you get a few bids going, it starts to gain more exposure. And on those little listings, where you see the whole listing page, it tends to be bumped up. Or underneath a particular listing where you have more recommendations, that's when your coin will start to show up. It doesn't mean the coin is valuable. It just means it got some interest. And by the time you get 5 or 6 bids on a coin, yeah, you're kind of getting up there. A lot of the stuff on eBay gets no bids. Yep. Caveat emptor is the byword. It's buyer beware. And if you're not wary, you're gonna get pooched. You're gonna get scammed. They're out there. If there's a way to make $1 doing something, they're gonna find a way. And geez, if they get $374 for a coin that's worth a penny, what a windfall that is! And they pat themselves on the back and fill themselves with pride. But the fact is, they're just a swindler. Another one sold for $1,100. They will never recover that. Yep, that buyer is out $1,999.99 or something like that. Yep, it doesn't make them smart. It doesn't add value to the coin. It does not set a trend. If it does set a trend, then the trend is ignorance. Seriously. Stop doing it. I see it. I see it. We're going to get auctions back on my page, on my channel here, because I see a lot of stuff going on that I cannot support. It breaks my heart to see people engage in some of what's going on. I see coins being auctioned off with a starting bid in excess of the fair market value by 10 and 20%. You know, back in the day, we used to buy coins of good quality at fair prices and sell them at fair prices, and we'd make a profit of 10 or 20%. And this is how we, paid our bills and stuff. Geez, you want to make more money? Get into bigger, more valuable coins. Now the margin tends to get a little smaller with larger coins, and the number of buyers tends to shrink considerably after you hit a few thresholds. About $100, about $500, you get very few buyers, and coins over $1,000, you're getting into the serious collectors. There's no swindling those folks. But geez, it seems like more people have money than sense nowadays. I prefer buy it now sales. See, what I do when I have an auction, I'll put the coin up and I'll start at a reasonable price of auctioning. But once it gets to a certain level, I consider it sold. And going beyond that value doesn't make sense. So let's get some protections in there for the buyers. People get involved in auctions and they get excited and they just bid and bid and bid. I was at an auction and these two guys are bidding on a coin. I'd taken a look at it. It was like a 2007 D quarter in MS66 or something. Pretty much unremarkable, right? Good for $1 or $2. In the bidding, they weren't bidding to win the coin. They were bidding to beat each other. That's all they were doing, is whipping it out to see whose is bigger. And that thing went for $200 and then some. And I'm thinking, which one's dumb and which one's dumber? Because what the hell was that? It wasn't a charity event. It was just two guys who said, oh, I want that coin. And I want it more than he does. So they're going to pull out some testosterone and argue over a coin. Hey, man, whatever. Why not just take it out to the parking lot and slug it out? We'll put $50 on the fat guy, and we'll make better money doing that than you will ever will on that coin. We got to talk about auctions. We got to talk about how we buy coins. We're going to talk about when to say enough. All right. What you need to do is, before you buy that coin, have some idea of the value. Seriously, because if you're buying coins and you don't know what it's worth, you don't know when to stop bidding. Right? Are you buying it to add to your collection at any price? And that happens sometimes, and there are a few coins that would be like that, but they're not typically the kinds of coins we see in these auction groups or Facebook groups. Where there's 2 surviving specimens and they come on the market every 35 years, and there's your only chance to get it. Those are the unicorns out there, and there are a few out there, and they're beautiful, and they're special, and yeah, they can easily be worth that kind of money. But when you get into that level, now you're competing with speculators, insurance companies, investment houses. You know, these companies, these organizations that are buying these unique things to stick in a vault, right? Do whatever the hell they do with the taxes so they can get a right return on that investment, and then bring it to market when the time is right in order to maximize the return on investment. Yeah, speculators. I'll buy it when it's available and sell it when it's not available. Gee, it's like I'll buy 1,000 rolls of toilet paper right now, you know, for 25 cents a roll, and when the stores run out, I'll sell it for $5 a roll, and call myself a fucking smooth businessman. They don't make it right. Uh, Lots of different ways to make money in the hobby, but a lot of different ways to swindle people in the hobby. We've got fakes, counterfeits, forged. They take 1944S and scrape off part of the 4, and they call it a 1914S. Uh, and people not knowing any better think, oh, geez, it's only $5. That's a great deal. I'll take it. Yeah, it's been altered. It's no good. Hello, Hector. Good to see you. Bought some proof wheat cents for $2 a piece on auctions the other day. Outstanding. Yep. Yeah, you can get some proof wheat cents. A lot of times they'll have spots and blemishes, and you can get them for pretty. I mean, just a buck or $2. You'll never go wrong knowing what you're buying. You'll never go wrong understanding the nature of the hobby and what makes a coin more valuable. You'll never go wrong looking up values for particular coins. You'll never go wrong doing these things. And then stick to your guns. Geez, I'd like to get this coin, but I don't want to pay more than, what the red book says or what Numa says, or no more than 10% over. There is still negotiation involved, especially when you go to shows, dude. It's whatever's on the tables for sale at the right price, and all you got to do is strike that right price. And if the dealer doesn't like your shoes, that right price just went up $10. But if the dealer loves your shoes, dude, he'll practically give it to you, hoping you'll come back. How do you treat people right? You give them a good quality coin at a fair and reasonable price, and stick behind your ethics. If the first thing you sell is your values, if the first thing you deal away is your integrity, you're not doing yourself a favor. And honestly, in the end, you're just going to drive away all those potential buyers, and you can just hang it up. Take your shingle down, throw it in the fireplace, and go get a job greeting people at Walmart, because this ain't the hobby for you. But if you want to treat people well, right? If you want to do the right thing, stand by your product, put out good quality coins, point out any flaws, right? But also, you get to point out anything that's wonderful about the coin. An MD ain't wonderful, then you can do well. We got this economy thing going down right now. We got 30 million people out of work because of this virus. I cannot think of a better way to put your knowledge to work in this hobby. I've said it before. This hobby has an enduring quality. It's been around for centuries, right? It's been through world wars, Vietnam, Korea, the Gulf, Afghanistan, the Great Depression, World War One, World War Two. It's been through all of that, and it's still here because these coins, when they're valuable, stay valuable. Well, what if you could put your knowledge and your brains to work? You always make more with your brains than you do with your muscles. What if you could put it to work developing a secondary income? Maybe not your primary job. Maybe you still have a job, working on computers from home or whatever the heck it is. But it never hurts to have an ace in the hole, to have a second income source. And the hobby, it's always been like that. Some people take it all the way; they become full-time dealers, and their job becomes just move volume, just move it over, flip it, flip it, flip it, move the volume. But the hobbyists, we get coins and then we find another coin that's better. Well, what do you do with the old one? You sell it off. Okay, so the hobby is able to take care of itself. But if you're smart and you got some good experience and you got a good head on your shoulders, and you know how to treat people right, and you're willing to treat people right, then yeah, you can develop a nice little side income. How much do you need? $100 a month? That'd be a nice little chunk of change. What's a truck payment going? 300-400 bucks a month? It's $100 a week. You could do that on a Saturday using Facebook sales. Numismatic community is 27 years old and counting. Oh, it's at least. The modern hobby, it's been picking up for the past 150 years. In the 50s, after World War II, it really got a head start. Geez, you got these folks that, they've been around for 50 years. They're familiar with the older coins, and the companies are starting out with these new and fascinating products like holders, like those folders, which make it easier to complete a collection. And what they're doing, they're selling information. Give me one of them things. We got one here? There. They're selling information, and it's so simple. What to collect? One of everything. Collect one of everything. How simple can that be? That's what these, this is a Whitman folder. Geez, just one of everything. Thank you, Paul. Thank you so very much. Every little bit helps. Good Lord. I sure could use it too. My well has crapped out. This was, I think, one of the best products to ever hit the coin collecting community. You've got mintages, right? All the dates, all the mint marks. We can barely see that. Let me try putting it under this other camera. Let's see, there it is. And I don't have the light on, but you got dates and mintages listed at the ready. Every hole size to fit the coin. That's not going to focus. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, that's the best we're going to get. Anyway, what a great way to build a collection. Here it is. Everything is spelled out. Just fill the holes. And then get the very best one you can to fill that hole with. So when you find a better one, you pop out the old, you put in the new, and hey, your collection just got better. And they got books for pennies, dimes, nickels, quarters, buffaloes, standing liberties, walking liberties, Kennedy half dollars, Indians, you name it, they got them. They got them for Canadian coins. They got them for British coins. They're wonderful things. Okay, there I've been ranting for long enough. Let's get out of here because I got to get ready. It is 7 o'clock over here on the East Coast. In about an hour and a half over on Mantic Coins, ta-da, we have the Q&A. And I got to get his link over there. Just go type in the search bar for Mantic Coins, and you'll find him. But we'll be live looking at people's photographs and talking about them, telling you what it is. Good Lord, if there's a better way to become educated, that's one of the best I've seen out there. Archaeology says, I have a 43D full steps nickel that looks like MS65 or 66. Should I get it graded? Well, you got to do the homework before you get it graded, right? What is it worth now? What is it worth if it was graded? If it was certified at MS65 or 66? Is there a difference in the price? Because it's still the same coin, so there would be no difference in price, in value. But you take on, an extra, what, $30, $40, $50 in certification fees. Does it make it more marketable? And is that expense justified by the increased marketability of that coin? Yeah, passing around in all the Facebook groups is the one quote that just doesn't make sense. You should get that graded. And it's usually by people who are uninformed, uneducated, or going based on other misinformation that they've had. Figure getting a coin certified is an advanced level. And if you have to ask if you should get your coin certified, then you're not up to that level. You have to make that decision for yourself. And to make that decision, you need to do the research, values, estimated number of coins certified in that particular grade. How fast do they move? Are you going to sell the thing? Are you just doing it for your own purposes, or are you going to turn the coin over and flip it for a potential profit? 43D full steps. The full steps is going to help. Is it really full steps? A lot of people just say that looks really good. That's close enough to full steps. Is it or isn't it? Because if it isn't, you don't get that full step, and well, geez, the value of that coin is going to be a whole lot less. I only bought it for $30. Well, I hope it's worth every bit of them at 65 or 66. Yep. Okay, guys, I'm going to take off. An hour and a half. I'll see you over at Manta Coins for the coin Q&A, okay? And one last thing, if you don't know what you're buying, if you don't know what it's worth, just walk away, or you're going to throw away your cash. I'll see you later, okay?